Hey guys, it's Katie Cakes here. My hair is a disaster right now. Today I am going to do a quarterly wrap-up, I guess would be what it's called. I saw this a couple days ago and I figured I would do it too. So between the months of January and March, I read 29 books. So not super great, but not super bad either, because I've been working full-time and a bunch of stuff. I have planning a wedding, so it's kind of hectic. I am going to list the books I read, but first I'm going to give you the statistics that I wrote down about them first. So I read 29 books. I'm hoping that I will read more in the next quarter, but we'll see. So 6 of them were ebooks, 17 of them were books that I owned, 6 of them I got from the library, 6 of them were a reread, and 1 of them was from Romance Real Book Box. 11 of them were recommendations, and then I rated 2 books 1 star, 1 book 2 stars, 7 books 3 stars, 8 books 4 stars, and 11 books 5 stars. So I did end up reading a lot more 3, 4, 5 star books than I did 1 and 2s, so that's always good. However, I am getting rid of some of the books that I did read. So yeah, or I already did. But yeah, so the books that I read from the beginning of the year to April 1st, I guess, would be. So I'll show you the ones that I still have. Some of them are gone, or they were from the library or whatever, so I don't have them. But the first book I read was Blue Bio by Jiffy Kate, which I do believe, yeah, that's 2 authors. It is signed. This was my Romance Reveal Book Box book, and sadly, I only gave this book 3 stars. I didn't really like it. It wasn't horrible, but I didn't really like it, so I am giving this book away. And then of course, like I always do, I always read the Vampire Academy series every single year. This year it happened to be one of the first series that I picked up, so I read Vampire Academy with the bonus content. I'm not really sure where it starts, but there was quite a bit of bonus content. Oh, here it is. That's all bonus content. So it was pretty good, and it was for their 10th anniversary. I've literally apparently read the series every year since it came out because I've read this book 10 times. So, fun fact. I rated that 5 stars. I rated this 5 stars. Again, this shouldn't really be shocking because I've read it so many times, so I mean, it's obviously one of my favorite books. But Frostbite's number 2, and then Shadow Kiss is number 3. Blood Promise is number 4. Spirit Bound is number 5. Last Sacrifice is number 6. All of those were 5 stars except for Blue Bio. And then I gave Vampire Academy The Ultimate Guide 2 stars because I didn't like it. I felt that it was pointless and it was just silly. It's literally Cliff Notes. So I mean, if you don't want to read the whole book, like the whole series, just read this. It tells you everything that happens. So it wasn't for me, unfortunately, but I'm not getting rid of it because it goes with my Vampire Academy series set, so. And then I read 2 by 2 by Nicholas Sparks. This book was okay. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't really enjoy it too much. I absolutely hated the wife in this story. So, yeah, I will likely never read this again, but for now I am going to hold on to it. I will probably eventually get rid of it, but for now I'm going to keep it. And then I read Off the Clock and By the Hour. Those were both recommended to me. I got them as ebooks, and I gave them both 4 to 5. Yeah, 4 to 5 stars, and I do believe they are by Ronnie Lauren, who I want to find more books on so that I can read more by her, because I really enjoyed them. And then I read The Knife of Never Letting Go, which was 1-star read for me. I gave that series away already because I hated it. I literally hated it so much. I think I hated that story more than I hated The Fifth Wave, and that's saying a lot because I absolutely hated that series too. But I owned all 3 of them because I wanted to read them, and then I read the first one. I made myself drag through it. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And then I got Shaft and Wallflower as an ebook. I rated Shaft 5 stars and I rated Wallflower 4 stars. I don't remember the author's name, but they found me on Instagram and asked if I wanted to read it. So I said sure, because I had Kindle Unlimited at the time. I don't anymore because I have way too many books that I need to read that I already own, so I don't need to be buying more so that the ones that I own don't get read. And then I read The Nightingale as an ebook. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. I really like that, time period. I'm not really sure why, and that's probably, not very good, but, I really like books that take place in that time period, true or not. I like all the Anne Frank stuff, not saying that I support what happens, but it interests me to read those kinds of stories, so that one was like that. And then I read Big Little Lies. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I liked the movie more than the book, though, I think, but they're both pretty good for me, so can't really say anything bad about that. And then I read The 100 by Cass Morgan. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read The 100 Day 21. I also gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Homecoming, which I gave 3 stars, and The Rebellion, which I gave 3 stars. If you watch one of my earlier videos, you will see my full review on that series. I do believe I did one for it. So yeah, but the first 2 books were good, and then the second 2, the last 2, were just, they lost it for me. So I kind of just had to shove myself through the series. And then I borrowed Follow the Rabbit-Proof Fence from the library, and that was a 5-star read for me. I had watched the movie when I was a child, and then I found out recently that there was a book, so I wanted to read it. And it turned out pretty good. And then I also borrowed White Trash Zombie series from the library. I got the first 4 of them. So My Life as a White Trash Zombie, I rated 5 stars. Even White Trash Zombies Get the Blues, I rated 5 stars. White Trash Apocalypse, I rated 4 stars. And How the White Trash Zombie Got Their Groove Back, I rated 3 stars. And then there was 2 books after that in that series, but I didn't read them. I was pushing myself through reading the 4th book, so I figured that it was just, I was going to stop reading them for a while, read another book, and then go back to them. And I read 2 books in between, and then I was like, I have no desire to go back to that series, so I didn't. So, yeah. And then I read They All Fall Down by Roxanne St. Clair. I was really looking forward to the series, and it was such a letdown. I have this 3 to 5 stars. I'm also getting rid of this book, so. And then, I read The Perfectionist by Sarah Shepard because I was preparing for the new TV show that comes out in 5 days, I believe it is, on Wednesday. And I had read The Pretty Little Liars. I mean, they're right there. And I liked them, and then I watched the show. So I wanted to do the same with this. The Perfectionist, unfortunately, fell kind of flat for me, so I rated that one 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Good Girls, which I rated 4 out of 5 stars, so it was a little better, but still, it's just, yeah. I'm also getting rid of that series. The first one I had borrowed from the library, so I'm getting rid of the second book. I'm not buying the first one. But yeah, I read 29 books in those 3 months. I'm hoping to read more in the next 3, but I do have my wedding in this quarter, June 22nd, so a lot of June will be pretty crazy. Plus, I'm getting down to the wire of having to start figuring everything out, like how I'm paying for it and all that stuff, so lots of stuff are coming up. Me and my fiance are going to dance lessons at the end of May. We're going to Comic-Con next weekend, so lots of things are coming up. I have my wedding dress fitting on Monday, so yeah. But I will do videos when I can. My life's pretty crazy right now. And I'm going to try and read as much as I can. I am hoping to get the Romance Real Book box back now because my fiance is now working again. He's not laid off anymore. So hopefully I should be able to continue my subscription for a while. So that'll be nice. And other than that, I will see you guys later.